Well, in 2005, the Gibsonburg baseball team became the first in the country to win a state championship with a losing record. And that story inspired Bob Mahaffey of Dublin-based Accelerate Media to make a film out of it. And for the past year, we've been following the progress of that. And Bob joins me in studio here today to continue and follow what's going on with the film. And where's the film stand right now, Bob?
Well, where we are right now, it's a very exciting time. June 1st, the book goes on sale, and the book will be available, and it chronicles the entire story of Gibsonburg. And then on July 4th, we have something very exciting happening. What we have here is an iPad, Tim. And on July 4th, this is submitted to Apple right now, the entire book will be on the iPad.
Okay.
So how that works...
Pull this up a little bit. There we go.
Whoops, there we go. How it works is you click on the book here, and it won't be just any book either, Tim. What'll happen is there's 19 scenes from the film that are in the book. So imagine you reading the book and you go through and you see a scene that you might like to watch and you just read about it, and then you click on it and that scene will come up in the actual iPad.
Very cool. Do you have extra scenes, or is there more to the book then?
What happens, the book is much more detailed than the movie, like they often are. But in the iPad, we have scenes, about half of them, that didn't make it to the film for one reason or another. Okay. But they're beautiful scenes nonetheless that will be in there. So the book will go on sale on June 1st. The iPad book will go on sale July 4th. And then in August and September, we have planned to show the film in independent theaters in Ohio. And then October, it'll go to Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and those types of video-on-demand services. However, we have our premiere in Hollywood on June 5th.
Okay.
Something magical could happen there that could change the distribution plan altogether.
So if everything goes well on June 5th, we could see the film in theaters, maybe independently or nationwide?
Well, it'll be in theaters no matter what, but it could just be of a much grander scale than what we originally had planned, yes.
Okay, now... there were some screenings, well, I don't want to say screenings, some showings. I went to one in North Baltimore with you. Have you had any since then to get feedback for the film and the progress and sort of get a fan feedback on what they want to see? Yes,
we've had several screenings that have taken place since then. Not the final film, but screenings to get feedback. And the biggest thing that I've heard is it's giving them goosebumps, a lot of the scenes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so people do seem to enjoy it. There's still some tweaking we need to do, but we're about 30 days away from it being 100% complete. It's at festival cut status now, and when it's completely done, you know, then it'll go to the theaters and the video-on-demand services.
All right, Bob, we have to wrap it up here, but I want to stick around. I want to get more into the iPad and show more of the capabilities of telling the story of Gibsonburg, but we got to take a quick break. What we're going to do is we're going to throw the rest of the interview up on our website. You can check it out there, more with Bob Mahaffey, on our website, northwestohio.com. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We're going to hear more from Bob Mahaffey here, the director of Gibsonburg, on sort of the very neat aspect of telling the story of the movie on the iTunes, the iPad, and reading the story and watching clips of the movie. If you could explain a little bit more about that.
This is something that's never been done before, Tim. What we've done is we've taken the entire Gibsonburg book and put it on the iPad, and it'll be available in the Apple Store in July. And how this works is how it's different from an ordinary book. As you go through, and if you see a scene, there's 19 scenes in the movie, you clip on that scene, and here I'll make it big there for you, and we'll actually have the scene from the film show on the iPad.
Oh, very cool.
So there's 19 of these that are in there.
And it won't give away the whole movie. You can't just watch the movie while
No.
You cut it short a little bit so people have to go see it, right?
Yeah, there's 35 minutes of footage that are in the book, but each one's cut a little short so we don't finish them out to the end in there.
But you show a lot of the baseball scenes, though, as well.
We show a lot of the baseball scenes, plus there's a lot of scenes that did not make it into the film that are in there as well. Okay, so we only have scenes that are in the film. Then there's a lot of beautiful scenes that we have that never made it into the film for one reason or another that are in here that are just amazing. So you have different storylines maybe in the characters that didn't get too much backstory in the film. Give them a little more depth if you read the book. Exactly right, yeah. Very cool, very cool. And I understand there's an announcer in there that looks pretty familiar to WNWO viewers. I did get a chance to go down to Fort Lauderdale and be in the movie, and I saw myself in there as well. That's very cool. You did a terrific job there, Tim. Well, I appreciate you very much. And of course, if you like to go old school, the traditional book right here. Flip it through. Sometimes it's easier to have the actual book. It's nice. The book's great. We've received very good reviews on it. Very cool. Well, Bob, thank you very much for stopping by. Thanks so much, Tim. Love bringing you in here, and best of luck as you head out to California for the big premiere at
one of the most historic, if maybe not the most historic theater in all of the nation.
Yeah, we're really excited. So this film, based, out of Gibsonburg, Ohio, will be shown at the most famous movie theater in the world, Chinese Theaters, formerly known as Grauman's Chinese Theater, right in the center of Hollywood on June 5th at 2:45 p.m. And we have about 40 people that were involved with the film that are going out to watch it with us.
Nice. I wish I could join you. It'll be a good time. Bob Mahaffey, director of Gibsonburg. Check it out. Read the book. Everything's coming very soon.